Hello, hello, how are we doing today? I am back. I did not forget my stream password. I say that actually, I think it's only been a week. I think I've been like kind of good with my streaming recently. Like I'm streaming at least once a week, but I'd like to do like an average of nearly 2. I want to stream more often. Streaming's fun. And I am especially enjoying playing Run Bun, and would you believe it? That's what we're doing today. Because that's what we usually do, you know? So we are back. We're playing Run Bun. I am trying, keyword trying, to edit the first VOD of Run Bun, and I'm trying to make that into a video. Again, trying. I am very slow when it comes to things like editing. I get distracted a lot, and it just seems like a big daunting task. I want to make it a video series, though. I make no promises, but I want to try. So, we are, as the title says, we're doing Slateport Beach today. We have to go through Granite Cave, but there is, the next trainers we're going to do are all the Slateport Beach trainers. We are saving our Granite Cave encounter until we beat Camper Gavi on Route 110, because we're going to try and get Static Mon, and that's the first place we can do it. So we will be down a Pokemon, which means I will not have my typical Steel type when we get into the Slateport Museum fight, which is going to be rough. I am used to having a Steel type. Having a poison immunity is very important in that fight, I feel. I may not have that, unless if I get really lucky, and I will show you. If I open this up, we are trying to get Togedemaru, and there's 2 places you can get it in Granite Cave. I think, can you get it on Rock Smash? No. There's 2 places you can get it in Granite Cave. You have the 5% on floor 1, or 10% on basement floor 1. And I have previously done basement floor 1, and I have gotten a Q-Font both times. That's 30% chance. So it's 3 times more likely, which makes sense. Both of these are Steel type, and it kind of worked, but it was annoying. But I was recommended to use floor 1 for the 5% with a Static Mon, which gives a 50% chance of getting a electric type if you lead with a Static Mon, which means it goes from a 5% to, I think, it's a little over 50% technically, because it's the only electric type in this field. What would that be? So it's 50% to be guaranteed, and the other 50%, it's a 5%, so that's like 2.5? So 52.5? I don't know how math works. That's probably like entirely wrong. 0.5 times 50, is that how that works? Yeah, 2.5. So it's about like 52.5% chance, which is not brilliant odds, but they're not bad odds either. What am I looking for? That. Okay. I got a tad distracted there, rambling about what I want to do. We really want that Togedemaru though. Mainly because Togedemaru is amazing, but also because it's one of the few Pokemon that I actually have a good nickname for, and I'm not passing that up willingly. I'm doing everything I can to get that Togedemaru, and then hoping that I don't wipe to, what's it called? The Slateport Museum, or Gavi. So we beat this trainer, he nearly killed us, or at least my starter, but we pivoted and we fixed it. You are not a trainer, although I think you do give me an escape rope, right? Oh, okay, so I get Flash here. Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't actually use it, so it doesn't matter. Oh, right, important thing. I need to make sure I have my repel on. Is it on already? Right, it wasn't. That's an important thing. There's an escape rope. So we're just going to blitz through this. We're not going to get an encounter today. Not here. Excuse me. There's an item down here, I think. Or are you a TM? Rock Blast. Okay. I can't get up that slope, I don't think. Can I? I'm gonna try. I don't think I can, though. I know there's a never melt ice in this cave. Yeah, no, I can't. I think that's only a way down from wherever that ladder comes from. So I think the never melt ice is in this section, because this is the ice one. Which, you know, makes sense. I don't know where, though. It might be a rock smash grab. Or it might be really easy, like here, maybe. That'll be it, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Can I run? Oh yeah, I can. I have the running boots. I need to remember that. So I go up one more. Hello, Stephen. So we give Stephen the letter. That's default, I think. Okay, now we're back outside. We've already got the heart scale from over here. We have handed off the letter. Let's see, what is my team looking like at the moment? That's fine. Item... no, summary. You have the silk scarf. Okay, so I've actually pre-looked at the upcoming few fights, and I'm gonna save just before I forget. At the very least, this first one is pretty much free for Rara, our Delcatty. So we can just lead her, and I think she takes all 3 KOs. We have some things in the back which can deal with the rest. So we're just gonna try it realistically. Because you can see with this Smoochum, we outspeed and we guaranteed Oko with normalized Silk Scarf. So yeah, we're just going for it. So, right, I need to remember as well. The first trainer is right here, and the second one is here. Not that it matters, I'm ready, but that's just like surprising, you know? Oh. Now I think the second fight isn't far off. So I think Rara kind of carries most of this, which is why I think this is just going to be a speed run. So we wake up slap, we outspeed, and that's 100%. See, that would actually do more damage if we didn't have normalize, technically, I think, because that'd be super effective then. Okay, so yep, Elekid comes out, and I think we don't one-shot, but I think it's 2-shot from a wake-up slap, and the best it does is 30%. It can crit, but it still can't do half, so again, wake-up slap. If we crit, we guaranteed kill. It actually outspeeds us, so I did forget that, admittedly. Yeah, okay, no crit. But again, that should be fine. I don't think that changed anything. We take a bit more damage than I realised, but again, nothing special. We outspeed here. Now, the important question so it actually could kill here, admittedly. So, though I don't really want to, I am going to have to switch. But I think Saba has a guaranteed kill, but does not outspeed. But can take 2 brick breaks, no problem, so that's fine. Saba, you're coming in. It might not be necessary, but I think this is going to be a lot of running back and forward between the Pokemon Center. We are using Confuse Ray. Okay. Are we going to punch through this? I hope so. No. Ah. Because I can't mark Confusion as a status. Okay. So that was my Orange Berry gone, but I think that's fine. Just hit through Confusion, there we go. Okay. So that dragged out a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we are fine regardless. Okay. So as I say, we're going to go back and we're going to go heal at the Dewford Center, Pokemon Center. My stream viewer is lagging as usual. What's new? Let's see. So I want something that can deal with this Fletchender, which realistically shouldn't be difficult, because I think Saba can probably do it. Yeah, Saba has an almost guaranteed one-shot. And we take any move coming from it. It's just this comes in with Intimidate, and we can still free-shot it. Yeah, okay, I'm not that concerned about this then. I'll lead Saba. Just gonna heal up a bit. Excuse me. Thank you. So Pokemon Saba comes out front. Ooh. And you're immune to Intimidate, so that's actually probably perfect. You can get a new Orange Berry, just because. This thing does have Ice Fang, so freeze, but it shouldn't ever try and use it because it's its lowest damaging move. Nope, we do not want to go back to Dewford yet. So, the first person is here, next person is here. Okay, Fletchender versus Saba. We outlevel, of course, and so we look. It is a 75% to Oko. Doesn't make contact because it's a special move. It outspeeds. I didn't consider that, but that's fine. Okay, and one shot. Perfect. Okay, so that did 10 damage, and we lead into this Herdia. We are immune to its Intimidate because we're Clear Body. Yep. So we still have the Orange Berry intact, and we can take 3 headbutts, and we do not outspeed. Okay. That's important. Unless we get the Bubble Beam slow, I think. Because if we get it at -1... Was that it? I wasn't looking. Oh, I'm bad at this, huh? Can I can't view the enemy Pokemon stats, can I? I don't think it changes my strategy regardless, does it? Okay, yeah, we did get the -1, so that's fine. So it's now slower. It's now even slower, in fact. 13, so we're 23. Okay. So the Orange Berry actually wasn't necessary, but it was to reduce the risk. Okay, so there's Herdia then. We are on to the next trainer, who starts with a Wingull. Excuse me? Oranberry Wingle. It does have the Oranberry, which makes me want to lead again with Saba, because it doesn't do very much damage to me, and I can just pluck to get rid of the berry. Can I Oko it? I can. Does it outspeed? It would outspeed Saba, right? Yeah, by quite an amount. But it doesn't outspeed Raura. So I think I lead Raura. Silk Scarf, Delcatty, Oko's you, and it outspeeds, so it shouldn't ever try Rain, or it will try Rain Dance, it won't land. Unless something goes wrong. There's no stat changes or anything that I'm missing? No. Okay. Nothing outspeeds. And I outdamage everything it has in the back. So I think it just brings out Team Order? And you have priority? So I guess you'll probably try... You'll come out next, I assume. Okay. These don't scare me overly. Let's just make sure I have the right Pokemon with me. Fauna, you're coming. I'm gonna give you a berry. You harvest? No, you're chlorophyll. That's fine. Saba, I think you should have a berry anyway, just in case you come to this fight. I think Pluck might do something here, because you're Lumberry as well. Although Pluck doesn't, even though you're a ground type, Pluck doesn't do very much. So maybe not. How about Juniper? Yeah, I don't really want to bring a fire type in on a water type. Froggy outspeeds, but doesn't do very much damage. We have Fake Out on Tyro, but that doesn't do very much here. And Monarch doesn't do very much either. Bow. I think that's everyone? No. Again, not massive amounts, so... Oh, I didn't look at Mume. You do a bit of damage, you outspeed, so I guess I should keep a berry on Mume. Yeah, Mume has one. Okay, so remind me, let me check. I'm leading Raura here. I need the Silk Scarf in order to Oko this Wingull, which means I can't have a berry. So Raura isn't going to carry this fight. Fauna, I think, is my answer to you, because you're going to try and... Oh, wait, do you all have Rain Dance? No, only these two. Okay. And that will mess up my speed. So I need to Oko this, because you both have Swift Swim, yeah. So I need to take out this Wingull first. You're going to try and Bubble Beam, which you switch into perfectly, but you do outspeed and hit Sludge. And as long as neither of these crit... in fact, I think it needs both of these to crit in order to land. So that should be fine. What's my answer to you? Is it also going to be... It's not a bad answer, but I think I still use Raura. So, right, who is this? This is the Sailor. So that's you. Final check. I have Raura up front with the Silk Scarf. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. check. Ringo, Rara, 37. What does hydration do? Heal stats conditions if it's raining. Okay. And we definitely outspeed. Okay, yes. Assuming the dock is correct. Good. Okay. So you should be Breezel. Correct. Now you are guaranteed to go for Boom Burst, or Sonic Boom, which I can survive 2 of. But you die in 2 hits and I outspeed you by 1. So I wake up slap. Okay. Let's say that puts it at like 40%. So it's now guaranteed to Aqua Jet. And at 32, even if it crits, it does not kill. So we wake up slap now. Okay. Okay, so it might rain dance here, but that shouldn't matter because it outspeeds regardless and it's not using sludge here. Right? So any move, Bubble Beam, that's fine, even if it decreases our speed. So that's 44. It's max speed, so it's guaranteed to either sludge or rain dance. We underspeed, but bullet seed is a guaranteed OHKO, yes? Guaranteed as long as we hit more than twice. Ooh. Okay. Those numbers don't look as nice anymore. Don't poison. Okay, 28, because we have an Oran Berry. Forgot about that. Okay. 1, 2. Come on. Oh. Oh, Fauna. We love you. We love Fauna in this house. This stream. This chat. Okay. We are speeding through as intended. And what is the next encounter we get? We're at 109, I think? I don't know where 109 is. Is this 109 actually? I think we're on 109, so we could get a new encounter now. And that could be... Let's see, because there's an electric type in here, which might be really good, because I know there's the Marini, which we're a bit worried about. Okay. Or we can get a rock type, potentially. Okay, let's go heal. Then I think we're doing our encounter next. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Opening all menus. Okay, so we want Rara out front, correct? We are going to use it to sing when we get our catch. Or when we get our encounter, so we can catch easier, hopefully. Hope we have balls actually, I should have checked that. Pokeballs, we have 10. I think for whatever we catch when it's sleeping, we should be okay. So, Super Rod, what are we looking for here? I think Tortuga is good because I think it's got Solid Rock, which I think prevents crits, if I'm remembering correctly. That doesn't sound right now that I'm saying it. Do we need more water? We don't really need another water type, but a Dynamo would be really good, even though it's a 5%, I think. Is it 5? Let's see, yeah, 5% chance. Having an electric type would probably help a lot. Corefish, okay. That gives us a dark type, I think, once it evolves. And a Crawdon. Okay, Sing... Mary, oh sorry, not Mary, that's the last one. Rara, you have not missed a single Sing this entire run. And I love you for that. Can we get like a W Rara? I guess, if anyone's in chat, like, or if you're watching the VOD, can we get W Rara? Because I'm not missed. Okay. We will have to come up with a name though. And what am I calling? My leg's tangled in wires down here. Okay. Here's where I am once again stuck with my own naming scheme. Like, what do I call them? So first of all, let's mark Corefish. Cool. And we now have 11 encounters and 0 deaths. Fingers crossed. I'm looking up VTuber names again, because despite my inspired choice, I do not have the knowledge. See, I don't know if there will be... I don't know if there are necessarily crab VTubers I know of. In fact, I don't know about like fish or shark VTubers, maybe. Because we've already got Saba. We've got Bao. The only other like fish or ocean related VTuber that comes to mind is Shy Lily. Ooh, we can have a Marine. Or Marine from Hololive. That sounds fun actually. Let's go with Marine. Okay. So let's just check who is up next. Fisherman Bill? Am I scared of this? There's a bunch of... So what does Shield Dust do? Let's check. Blocks the added effects of attacks taken. Okay. And do you all have shield dust? You have swarm. I remember that was a bit of a problem before. When I played this last time, I panicked myself. Can I ember through all of you? No, none of you actually. Can I spam air cutter? Are there any of you I underspeed? No. An air cutter isn't a guarantee on everyone, but it gets me through for the most part. So I can... Because your struggle bug... See, that's something I want to be careful of. And struggle bug is special, so burn isn't going to cut that. So I need to be careful of swarm. Because if I put that at 30, does that do more? Barely, actually. So, I think I want Mume here. But I can't really give you a berry. Is there another item I can give you, maybe? I don't think so, because these things all have bug bite. So, we guaranteed killed this one shot. Then, what does it send out? It will send out whatever one does not guarantee die. So it will probably be Whirlpool next. Or Blitbug. And if I can get Blitbug out of the way first, that will probably be good. Because I can tackle and then air cutter to prevent it from going below swarm. I think that'll be fine. Even though it's like a minuscule amount of damage, just any bit of damage we can avoid is best. So we're leading with Mume, and we're just gonna go for it, I think. Fisherman Bill. Oh my gosh, all of his Pokemon are fish bait, aren't they? They're all worms. That's like kind of weird actually to think about. See, if I had Monarch, could Monarch have done it at max level? See, maybe that would have been smart. Would have been to level up Monarch and bring her to the fight. So yeah, Blitbug comes out like we kind of figured. We're gonna tackle. It's in a struggle bug. This is not swarm boosted, so it has 6 damage. Oh. I didn't know it did that. So this still kills. Oh, I need you -1. So this should now. Oh, is it? Oh, this might not guarantee. No, it's like exactly 50. So we're gonna air cutter. Okay. I'm gonna then cycle a little bit just to reset those stat drops. It shouldn't matter, thankfully. We're gonna use Rara because Rara doesn't have a berry that can be eaten and shouldn't die to a bug type move. I maybe should have counted that first, but I think that was safe. So, just to check, do we... it's... Oh, no. Okay. I'm glad I thought that. Shield Dust prevents fake out. Important. Bear that in mind, people. So Mumei's taking an extra bug bite here than was necessary, but this allows us to air cutter the rest of the line. And they should mostly all go down. It might help if I had Mumei selected, huh? Although actually, that's a lie. They're not guaranteed, but they should all be 2-hit KOs at worst. So Rumpel comes out, we're down the line here. Come on. Okay, good. It's the 43%. And all that's left should be this Scatterbug. 75% chance to Oko. And at worst, we take 11 damage. No crit. Which even with the crit, that's 16 damage, so we're fine. Oh, we crit, in fact. Which means we did a minimum of 144%. Not a problem, people. Okay. So, now, this is one we need to be careful of. I remember the next fight can accidentally be a double battle. So, we're going back to the Pokemon Center first. We are definitely healing, but we are not doing it as a double battle, because that is scary. So, I think for this Apom, we want to lead a Fake Out user? Because, although it is going to Fake Out first, does that scare us? Okay, now we're going to stop and think, because this is the first time the line gets questionable. We are speed tying here, and I think even if we were max speed on Rara, it's still a speed tie somehow? How is that? How? We have a higher base speed? That's weird. We have a higher base speed and level. What if we were... What? Oh, we're minus speed nature. I forgot. Okay. Okay, that's difficult, but fine. So it's guaranteed to fake us out first turn. And then it's going to try and double hit. But it's a 50-50. We might win the speed tie and get the fake out first instead. In which case we can... Wake Up Slap would need to be nearly high roll twice, wouldn't it? Just about. It would need to be 2 good rolls, put simply. Okay. So Rara leads is what I'm getting from this. What do we bring in the back though? How does Saba like this matchup? Saba out damages, but the matchup isn't very good. This is a better matchup though, so Froggy, I think you're coming to your first battle in a while. And you also have poison, you have Poison Touch, but does that matter? I'm not sure. What are we doing? Oh, move Pokemon. So we want to bring Froggy, probably instead of Fauna. Should we look at your... So you have shell armor. That's important, probably. False swipe might be good for catching Pokemon. I'll bear that in mind. Okay. I think Monarch is a bad choice, yeah, because you get O-code by Dyslexia as well. You take a lot of damage here, and it doesn't really have something we want to risk. You don't have enough stats yet? So we need something for this Shinx. Or Luxio, sorry. And I think it might be Froggy. Froggy's looking really good in this matchup, actually. You know what? I said no, but Fauna, you actually match up decently well here too. So I think Juniper, you're the one staying behind. Okay. Mume, you don't match up very well here either, unfortunately. Although, is that true? Because we don't really want to bring Mume here. And Mume doesn't do bad there, you know. Okay, I'm doing a lot of shuffling, but I think we bring Mume instead of Bao. And actually, while we are here, I am going to level up Marine. We're going to see what Marine stats look like. Then we will decide if Marine comes to a fight for the first time or not. Okay, actually, I need to remember. We need to check if it is worth delaying. So Crawdon evolves at level 26, so we can't delay evolution yet anyway. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. We want Bubble Beam. Yes, we do. Yeah, so Bubble Beam's just better Bubble. The only time we would really use Bubble over Bubble Beam, I think, is if we ran out of PP. Okay. Also, you are knockoff. Huh. That's pretty good. Okay. Wow. I suppose we drop Leer for that? Makes the most sense to me. Knockoff is going to be pretty good, I think. I don't know if it's worth, but it sounds good. So I'm gonna save, because I think I need to for the script. Then, once that finishes, I can export. So if I go to scripting, I can also see hidden powers here for when that matters. Here we go, so shelf. So first of all, Corfish goes into our box document and into here. So you don't outspeed anything, you're not that fast it seems. No, okay, 35 base speed and 8 IVs. No, you're very slow. Your stats aren't anything to write home about, unfortunately. You have better special attack IVs than physical attack IVs, but your physical attack is still higher. I'm sure if we swap those around, there'll be nicer numbers, but alas. Does knockoff give us any merit here, though? You still under speed, and you die to 2 shots. No, you die to 3 shots unless 1 crits. Okay. This doesn't really help this fight, but that's good to know. So Mume, you can come to the front. We're going back to Slateport. Welcome back. How are you? You were surviving? Surviving what? Playing COD? Surviving the... Oh, you're playing zombies? How did it go? So, to people watching, there is up here a second trainer that if you are standing in this position, this trainer and this trainer will both come at you to make you this a double barrel. Round 51 you died. I didn't even realize zombies went up to 51. I thought it went up to like 30. No? Okay, so we're leading Rara because we're going to try the speed tie. I know this strategy. Get myself something to drink. And also going to update my stream manager because the chat still is not working. So Tuba Ricky, this is what we want. This is what we were expecting. Excuse me. Okay, just having a drink. Is new zombies any different then? Is it like fun? Okay, this is a good start. We won the speed tie. Okay, now that puts us APOM below 65%? Which means what? So we didn't high roll basically. So 65. Again, it's a speed tie. I think we wake up Slap here. Sand attack, that's what I was worried about. Don't miss. Okay. Oh, Rara, not only have you never missed, you have delivered at every turn, and we have so much respect for you there. Okay, so this is kind of what we expected as well. We do outspeed here. We're on max speed, max health. Do we risk it and try and get a sleep? Rauer has never missed her sing. Do we want to risk this being it? Who am I kidding? Rauer never misses. Oh, I had to jinx it, didn't I? Okay, Rauer missed. They all have sand attack. Will you go away? So that's -2 accuracy. I suppose that makes sense. The only time we can miss is when we're being debuffed. I'm gonna go for again. It missed again. Okay, that's fair. Double kick. Okay, that's fine. That puts us at 28. We don't have any recovery. Okay. Max roll that could kill us, so no, we're not gonna risk it. It's, I think, guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed. Okay. We're gonna switch out. Froggy comes in. free. We still outspeed, thankfully. That's good. What does Supersonic do? I should know this. These are my own Pokemon, but I don't remember what their moves do. Supersonic, May Confuse, okay. Might not be very useful, but that's good to know. We are Mudshotting. Unless if we crit, this does not kill. Didn't crit, doesn't kill. Oh, it lowers speed. Okay, that doesn't matter because we outspeed anyway. But that's good to know, you know? So 31. Ooh. Ah, it does have Black Sludge. I did forget that. Doesn't matter because we do more than half its stuff and we outspeed. Not a problem. Okay. And Shinx Luxio even. It's going to underspeed us and it's going to probably try and double kick, which is fine. We two-shot it. Intimidate, but it doesn't matter because we're a special attacker. Technically we're a mixed attacker, but we're using special attacks, so it doesn't matter. Mudshot. Okay, doesn't crit. That's fine. Minus speed, but it doesn't matter because we were minus speed anyway. Oh, we have an Oran Berry. Okay. And that works mid-move, which is really good to know. I didn't know that before. But again, we kill. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go heal now because we've just taken some damage, of course. And while we're doing that, we're looking at the next fight, which should be very similar because I know it leads with a Mienfoo with no fake out actually, but you cannot be, but it's got inner focus, so it can't be fake out id back either. So I think Mume is a good answer here. Yeah, we don't wanna, oh, Rock Tomb, I didn't notice that, okay. How do we want to do this? So 2 Wake Up Slaps kills, it underspeeds, Force Palm does most of our health. It outspeeds Saba, but Bubble Beam Pluck, 2 Plucks kills, and it can't do more than 68%. Execute's also not a bad answer here. It baits Rock Tomb. Okay, so we have a few options here. I don't think Raura is our lead here because we can't get the fake out flinch, and it kind of only matters if we can get Sing off, which we've just proven is not 100% accurate. I don't think Froggy is our best bet either because that's a free hit KO. Ina might be a good choice here because we outspeed in 2-shot, but we do take quite a bit of damage here. But I don't think Ina's going to do very much for the rest of this, if we think about it. Or we'd lead Mume. We outspeed, an Air Cutter nearly kills, guaranteed if it crits. So I think Mumei's our lead. Because you don't have... Is Force Palm? Force Palm's not priority, is it? Okay, Force Palm has a chance to paralyze. That's good to know. And I think that's very important to know. So let's go heal. I'm gonna bring Mumei up to the front. Mumei's already in my party, that's good. And I can't do that from here. Okay, Mumei, you're gonna have the Cherry Berry, I think. Sure, I'll do it now. Bag. Berries. Which one is it? Cherry Berry. I'm giving this to Mumei, because Mumei is going to be taking up a Force Palm, and we do not want her getting paralyzed. Then what comes in next is probably going to be this Flaffy. It could be either of them actually, because they both under speed. No, I think it will be Flaffy, because Flaffy, after we take one hit, which would put us at like 60, let's just say 66, it'll probably be a bit lower than that. Flaffy is almost definitely going to see a kill, or is going to see a chance at a kill, so should come in. And I think then we switch into a ground type. We then still outspeed. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, Froggy stays in our team as well. Which I know Froggy is currently, but I'm just going to get in the box so we can see everyone. Froggy can kill this Flaffy without the issue. And this Nidorina, actually quite easily. I don't think we're scared of this, you know. I think we keep Saba in the side, and maybe we bring a Schlimbo just for fake out. No, Schlimbo is too weak at the moment. And also, like, viewers, I need everyone to understand that we only have 2 male characters, or 2 male Pokemon. I actually don't know very many male VTubers, so I quickly had to, like, make it up. So this is Ina, who is going to evolve into an Octillery, hence the Octopus Beam. But the only other male Pokemon we have is named after VTuber Male from Socks. VTuber Agency, SVA. Okay, so we want Mumei, we want Froggy. We're gonna give Froggy an Oranberry. I think we swap Fauna and Bow though. Just because we don't really want to have a grass type in against... Excuse me, apparently I need to sneeze there. We don't really want to have a grass type in there, but do we? Because you take a lot of damage. Yeah, you're a flying type, huh? We don't want to be doing that. Does do a lot of damage, but if we put orange berries on, that should be fine. Okay. I'm glad that no one else in this game tries to use the PC, because It is a 1 tile wide lane to get here, and I am hogging it. Okay. Now we go back, and I think you were the last trainer? Yes, so this is the last trainer. Before we get to Slateport City, we can then get another encounter, I believe. So we can get a horsey, which might be a carry into Brawly's Combustion. Breezel gives us priority moves, because I think it gets Fake Out and Aquajet. Quillfish should be an Intimidate mon. So I think all of these are actually kind of good fishing encounters. I don't think I'm willing to pass on any of those, so there's no point saving that for Surf. So there's nothing over this way. Let's get this trainer. Hi Scafana, how are you? Nice to see you, welcome in. What was my plan here? I've immediately forgotten what I was doing, huh? Okay. Do we have anything? You don't have health recovery? I can have reversal, but that's for physical moves, I think? I'm just gonna air cutter. We might crit. Right? Oh my god, we crit. Yes! Okay, that's good. This is like the best thing that could have happened. Worn out, decided to do a load of editing. I do not blame you. I have been like putting off my editing. And I'm not proud of it. I need to do some. For this series actually. Because I want to get this out. Oh no, I didn't count for this. Because you were supposed to bring out Flaffy, huh? Okay. What do I do here? Because you're full health. It's most likely to use Shockwave. I survive a Shockwave though. It's not ground type, so I don't do very much damage back. Can I cycle to anyone to deal with a potential toxic? Not easily, because I don't really want to. Because does anyone not bait toxic? And I don't have a berry for that. Who do I have? You know, because we need to save Froggy. I want to save Saba and I want to save Aura. I might just have to risk it and go straight into Froggy. Because then we have to be 2-shot. Or do I bring in Bao first? Because if it toxics, it's not going to try and toxic again. Okay. We're doing this. That's annoying. Basically, I planned for us to take a bit of damage first, and it didn't happen. Okay, so this was kind of risky for nothing, because that was the perfect move for Froggy to switch in on. Okay, that's fine. I did it again. That's fine, we got the free switch then. So, Froggy, we are... Your Poison Point Lunberry. That doesn't change anything. We're gonna Mud Shot. Okay, perfect. Does more than half. And that's speed? Yes, lower speed. We already outspeed anyway, so that's fine. Okay. And final mon comes in. Is this Flaffy? Oh, it can hardly do any damage to us, and we 2-shot it, so we are fine and safe, and there's no problem. Perfect. Okay, so we mod shot twice and we win. We are confused. Okay, good, it hit through. Perfect. And we can go up now to the Pokemon Center, so we don't need to go back to Dewford anymore. What I will do, let's have a look at Hidden Powers. We have Tyroga's Hidden Power Ghost. Corphish has Hidden Power Steel. That's what I wanted to see. Do we have any electric? No, we have free grass. We have Remoraid of Ghost as well. XQ has Psychic. Okay, so we get Stab. Prinplup has Steel as well. But we don't get Empoleon for a while, so we don't get Steel Stab in that for a little while anyway. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Hello, Team Rocket. No, Team Aqua. Wrong Pokemon game. Okay, right, so we heal very quickly. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, no, so... Oh, I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons, please bear with me. We are going to bring out Rara. Then we are going to Slateport Pier, and we're going to do some fishing. I'm going to go get our next encounter. I think we can do it from over here, am I correct? No. Where is it? It might be up a bit more. Yes, it's over here. Okay. So we have Rara, and we have 9 Pokeballs. So, Super Rod. Pokemon is on the hook. What do we get? Okay, we got Horsey. That's pretty good, I think. Is it good? I don't know. I think I maybe would have preferred the Quillfish. That's a 10% as opposed to 40. So it makes sense why we didn't. We're gonna sing. Rara never misses, besides the time that she did, but she obviously didn't. No one saw that. So now we throw Pokeballs. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I can update the stream overlay. 12. You're done with COD for the day? I don't blame you. How did it go? Did you do more zombies or? I don't know if you play more, maybe Roblox or Tekken 2 yeah, they are very different games, that's fair. God, I need a name for this. I've run out of like water and like sea themed VTubers very, very quickly. Zombies are good, multiplayer really drained you. Yeah, that's just multiplayer games I find. I don't know like any male VTubers, so trying to keep it on theme with like male female as well, it's like really difficult. I think I'm just gonna give up on that. But I don't know what to do for names. Do you have any suggestions? Are there any VTubers you know who you could like suggest, Hazel? I feel like there was some like male sea-themed VTubers who are part of like Niji Sanji. Cosplay as vermins in their basement, yeah. how about Kobo? Kobo from Hololive is like water themed, technically. You don't know many VTubers from memory, that's valid. I'm gonna go for Kobo. Okay. Alright, let's walk into the side of the building, why not? Let's go get her out of the box. And we're gonna get her some levels, some candy. So we get Twister. Kobo doesn't have the evolution item though, which I think is like a 5% chance to spawn with when you catch her. Once learn Bubble Beam. We love Bubble Beam. Like everyone on this team, pretty much everyone on this team has Bubble Beam. It's kind of funny. But as always, we are dropping Bubble for Bubble Beam because what situation besides our PP would we use one over the other? We wouldn't, is the answer. Okay, level 17, which is the max. Now, if I go into scripts, is she in here? Not yet. I think I need to save. I love that I can just like fast forward saving in this like thing. It's really funny to me. How do I get this to appear? Oh, there we go. I just had to reset your I just have to reset the page. Okay, so we got Swift Swim, which I think... Is that good? I don't remember, actually. You have really bad attacking stats, really bad physical defense, actually pretty good HP IVs, middling speed, and middling special defense, in fact below middling. So again, not a brilliant pick, but you're here and you're what we have, so sure. Okay. Now we have to make some choices. Oh, what has something happened to my screen? No, that's just because I'm in a room. That makes sense. Okay, that looks normal. Okay, so what time is it? It is 8:30. I suppose I can keep going. So I guess that's probably decision number one. I don't need to end stream yet. Unless, do I have time to plan and do a battle? We'll find out. But do I try and do Camper Gavi now before fighting the Museum Grunts? Because if I fight Camper Gavi now, I get my 52% chance of getting... Well, first of all, I get like a 30% chance of getting a static mon. And if I get a static mon, I get 52% chance of getting Togedemaru before I do the Museum Grunts, which will really help me with those poison types, particularly Marini. Or I try and muscle through the gauntlet now without a steel type for the first time. See, usually for this I have Third in chat, who can tell me these things. I do not have Third at the moment, so I don't know what to pick first. Let's see. Because we don't really have very many things that immediately pop up to deal with this big barrel. Yeah, because it can two-shot me and it outspeeds if I try and lead with Fauna. Yeah, outspeeds Lumberry, so I can't sleep or poison it. And Aquajet really doesn't like to behave with sleep either. Potential one shot if we try and lead with you. Super Fang is a rough one to deal with because it immediately cuts out the first half of my HP. I don't have a way to punch through this immediately. Because Priority Aquajet and Pluck. Does having a berry doesn't influence Pluck. Chances? Okay. As opposed to here, we have Murkrow first. I don't really be knocking it off. Aurora Beam never melt ice. It still doesn't do very much. And it outspeeds in 2 shots, so that's not a good lead here. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat for a little bit there. Ludicolo, where are you looking for that? Was that on this encounter spreadsheet, sorry? Or was that a comment about the VTuber names? Usually like Ludicolo, that's so valid. Okay, this is kind of rough. This is like one of the most important fights, and we have so many water types and no way of dealing with water types. Shifting a lot in my chair today, I apologize. This is a very fast Murkrow, I think. I suppose we can fake out Wake Up Slap and hope that that KOs. We can't put it to sleep because it's Lumberry and Insomnia, so it doesn't matter regardless. I suppose the Lumberries to prevent paralysis? Or burn, I guess, yeah, true. What would come out next if we led into that? It looks like Tortuga. Everything outspeeds Tortuga, thankfully. Bullet Seed doesn't do very much. We want to avoid it using Ancient Power, because I do not want to have to deal with those stat buffs piling up. I'd almost consider it being worth trying execute, because we can maybe two-shot it if we get 3 or more hits. That's not high likelihood. So we definitely don't want to be using Monarch. We definitely don't want to be using Juniper here. I think Ice is 4 times resisted. Ludicolo is cool. Ludicolo is cool. We want to be using something that resists Ancient Power, preferably. Now, you resist Ancient Power, but that's about all you do. What does Foresight do? Let's remind me. Negates the foe's effort to heighten its evasiveness. Okay, that doesn't help. We can use Corfish, maybe, but it doesn't negate Ancient Power. And we really don't want this thing setting up on us. Okay, I think Froggy is our best bet. Let's write these down, shall we? So we want to lead. Was it Railroad? Wake up slap. That's not guaranteed, but it's the best thing we got. Ludicolo is the very best. Yeah, that's valid. There are some good Pokemon, and I'm gonna be debative. I don't think Ludicolo is the best, but he's up there. Ludicolo is fun. The vibe Pokemon, I think it's called. I don't know if that's true actually. I might just make that up. Tortuga. Then Skrelp. Black Sludge. We preferably want something that can one-shot, but we're not going to get that. I don't think... Because we don't want to be leading you. No, because Acid does half. What does Roller actually do on the normal? Not very much. I do wish it were easier to calc rollout damage. We don't really want to be leading for Villion, or we don't want to be bringing Villion into this fight. Fauna doesn't have an actual bad matchup here. Close those two because we don't need those again now. Something they can do is scroll. Saba does out damage and outspeed, but not by much. Yeah, possible 5-hit KO, not really worth. 50% chance to 2-hit after Black Sludge recovery, but it's a chance to 2-hit KO us. I think, is that even with the Oranberry? Does it count an Oranberry in its calculation? I have no idea. I think Fauna into... What are you? Scrub. Problem with this though, between... Oh, I suppose it's just Scrub, isn't it? Yeah, Scrub. We need to make sure that we don't get poisoned, which I think... We can't really use an Oranberry. I guess it doesn't matter if we're leading Rara though, maybe? Because we have this second fight to deal with. We don't have a steel type. Ground types aren't immune to poison type moves, are they? No. Because if I'm poisoned, how much is that going to do? Then like, is that quadruple? No, not quite. It's not far off. It's triple, yeah. It's like average triple the damage. I think it's times... I think Venoshock times is 1.5 if you're poisoned, and Merciless... No, I think Merciless guarantees you crits if you're poisoned. Yeah, so... That's already, like, marked off. Okay. That makes sense. And that would hit through... stat changes, I think? Is that how critical hits work? I actually don't know. So, with Rara out first, it doesn't outspeed, does it? Rara underspeeds this. So we're gonna be at like 60% minimum? Maximum? Where am I looking? I mean, it depends if we take 2. We might be even lower than 60%. It's just for the sake of it, 30% doesn't guarantee a kill unless if it crits, which means there's still a chance it goes for a different move, which should be fine unless it Baneful Bunkers, but it doesn't do that if it's first turn. It won't protect. So I can get a bit of chip damage off of it, and then switch. Do I switch to Froggy though? Because that doesn't do very much damage. Froggy could deal with this pretty easily. I need to be in a position to do that Whirlipede very quickly though. It's a really good point. Do I have anyone who can paralyze yet? I don't have any paralyzers. I can try for sleep. Or I have to try and survive rollout damage. for. So Rara can fake out Marini for chip. And okay. I think that makes the most sense. Because Froggy can 2-shot guaranteed. If we get 2 high rolls, there's a chance that we just kill. Let's put that at like 70. Yeah, 6. How much damage does this do? So it does between 12 and 15. 31. Okay, so yeah, we need to high roll twice or get a crit on one of them to kill, which is possible, but it's not perfect. And I think that means we take at least a Venoshock. Maybe 2. And we'd be... So, you're dealing with Tortuga first, and I think that means you take 2 hits from it, correct? Or at least 3, actually. Because you'd be switching in... Yeah, you'd be quite low health, actually. Maybe. Let's think. Rara... At like, let's say 50%, just to be annoying. You'd be switching in on a Brine, yeah. And Brine's a special move too. So I actually don't know if you can survive without an Oran Berry. Might have to risk it. Maybe I need to hit you or something. Because what move do you take the best is Ancient Power. What can take 2 Ancient Powers then? No. No. You can, actually. But you don't bait Ancient Power. You definitely cannot. You take them surprisingly well. Why am I getting like progressively lower and lower health? Right, okay, Brine does more damage when you're low health. I need that to stick in my brain. Yeah, it doubles in base power. Okay. So definitely not bringing you. I might need to bring Fauna. Because Fauna would switch in on a Brine without problem. Outspeed. Go for Bullet Seed. Oh, I didn't mean to copy that. I think we want Fauna to do a bit of damage to Tortuga, because then, assuming it has an Omni boost, which is a big risk in and of itself, Froggy at full health switches in on an Ancient Power and takes 8, puts her at 47. And then, after a Bullet Seed, Mudshot still isn't guaranteed necessarily, is it? No, because that can at most do 37%. Which is what? 63? Yeah, so we'd still need to crit all. But that brings us in on Ancient Power, most likely. Which gives us a bit more survivability. And we outspeed. So at most we'd be taking... So, what's that? 18... 37? Not half then. Wait, what am I doing? So we'll be switching on Ancient Power, we'll be taking 8, which puts us at 47. Then we take a Brine, puts us at 29, which is still above half. But then it's going to Aqua Jet for another 15, 14. And so if we're looking at Marini, it sees a potential kill there. Does it? Are we sure? That's not what those numbers mean. Unless if that's counting toxic damage, I guess? Entirely possible. So maybe I do need the Oranberry. Because that then puts us at 24, approximately, which lets us survive 2 of those, unless it poisons. And we 2-shot while out speeding, so that should be fine, but then it's random what comes in. So I need something that can 1v1 either of these, realistically. Because either of these should see a kill. I want to avoid Rollout seeing a kill, preferably. But either way, I think Rollout's AI is going to try and pop off. So... Can Fake Out stop Rollout? Okay. That's good to know. Apparently Fake Out can stop Rollout. Although it's still very likely to use Fake Out or Rollout again on Tyrogue. Can we just chip it with Fake Outs though? Because that only does like 10%. Puts it at 90. And bear in mind, it's going to get progressively faster. And it has Rocky Helmet. I don't want to use flying types on it though. Or fire. What can I use on this? Because flying and fire types are both going to be weak to roll out, so I'm going to take extra damage. Water type will resist rollout, but not very well necessarily. And after +1, +2, yeah, nothing outspeeds it at +2. Which is why it's annoying I don't have a Fletchlinder. I guess I risk sleep. Fake out stops rollout. Because, let's think. So, we'd have to take the first rollout on switching, theoretically, unless we went for something pin missile, which on Froggy at like 20 health. Okay, so it's actually guaranteed to use pin missile, which is actually worse. But you would take pin missile quite well. Who takes pin missile? Not you. Because Rara, what moves do you have? What does, let's just remind myself, what does Charm do in this situation? Ooh. Sharply reduces its attack, and I think that means by -2. It's not perfect. Maybe that's an idea? Because then that'll be restarting. Roll out. And it'll be at -2, so that's an idea. We also want to figure out how to deal with this Frillish. Because we have to be prepared for either to come out, and preferably Rara is not the one to deal with it. So, against the low HP Froggy, it's gonna try and use Hex. So we want something healthy. That's a ghost type move, but we don't really want to be using Rara to take that. Because if it uses Water Pulse, like it has a really low chance to do, then that's going to be annoying. I don't have any other water types, still normal types. Yes, you're a normal type. Ah, perfect. And we outspeed, we don't have damage. And it's guaranteed to Shockwave. Okay. No, sorry, not fauna. Mume. Because we can switch you in. We can switch you into a war pulse, and if we get you below half bullet seed kills, but can Mume do that? Yeah. No, I was looking at the wrong sides. Definitely not. Okay. That doesn't work unless we get min rolled, but that's not something I'm willing to gamble. And we also need to worry about curse body too. And you can't hit at all. Is this maybe where we bring... We need to switch in on a Warp Pulse, is the problem. So maybe... Who are we definitely bringing? Raura, Fauna, Froggy... Raura, Fauna, Froggy... Raura, Froggy... Mume, so that's 4. So Mume... I think... Yeah... I think we... I've forgotten names already, actually. I will memorize these, like, I swear by it. Marine, yes, of course. I will bring Marine. Knockoff. Almost kills. Get rid of the Lumberry. We just need to switch in on Warp Pulse. Otherwise we don't take anything. So if we... but that's 50-50. And only because she's low health, yeah. Can we take 2 shockwaves with an Oranberry? It doesn't count that, does it? Okay, plus 10, 20. So... 2 minus 28. So this is 14, so 24. No, not guaranteed. We can't be crit. We can pray for some low rolls, I guess. 26. Even so, we'd need... Yeah, it's 50-50 basically. If we get the first one as a low roll, then we can survive, guaranteed. We want to be switching in, even on a Hex actually. Because Hex at most is 22, puts us 20. Oranberry gives us 30. So actually, we can cut Mume out of this. And we bring in Marine onto Frillish. We underspeed is the problem. Yeah, that is a problem. What was my plan here? I guess... From... Oh, but then it's random move when everything kills, huh? Okay. Marina Mume, I think, can deal with Frillish. We need... so that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So who's our 6th? A second Fake Outmon might work in this case. So maybe bringing Schlimbo works here? We don't have a way to set Rain, so Swiftstone doesn't help us. And we want something. Special attacker. I don't want to lose Saba. Saba is such a risk in this fight. Metal Claw doesn't even help that much. But if we can reset rollout, it might be enough. And Saba can also come in against Frillish, I think. Without too much problem, that's not bad. Recover might be a problem. We can get rid of the Lumberry. We actually outspeed, so no, Saba I think is our best bet here. I think I'll highlight that. It's not perfect. It's not brilliant. I'm gonna slide in. It's not perfect. It's not brilliant. It's not a plan I'm proudest of. But it's a plan. It's very risky though, and I don't like that. Maybe I should be considering some hidden powers as well. But we are 2 hours in, and I think I am going to call it here, at least for Pokemon. Do I want to play another game? I'm not sure. Honest answer. I saved, didn't I? Because I got Marine. Did I save? I hope I saved. Where did I last? What was my last encounter? Was the Horsey. And Horsey is in my box, and I think I saved to get Kobo. Yeah. Okay. I saved to get Horsey out into thing. Okay. I'm paranoid. I don't want my playtime to tick up when I'm not actually playing, but I have to save just in case because I'm so scared. I do not want to run that risk. Okay. I think I'm done with Pokemon, but do I want to do something else? I kind of want to play Overwatch, but I don't know if I want to play it alone. Let me see if someone's available. Let's see. I I don't know who is or would be available. I've just messaged Hazel because I think you've hopped out of chat. But I want to see. I don't really like playing these games alone is the problem, but I also don't want to. I don't want to end stream at the moment. I think I'm repeating myself. What am I talking about? Let's see. Okay. Okay, well, we made it through the beach like we said we would. We got 2 encounters today. Ran out of names very, very quickly. Sorry, I'm just responding to a message real quick about what I asked about Overwatch. Alright, yeah, we made some progress. Got 2 new encounters. We did, I think, let's see, 6 battles today? And we did a bit of planning for about 15-20 minutes. I would still, if possible, like to fight Camper Gavi before doing the museum grunts. So maybe I will try and come up with a line off stream. And if at all possible, I would like to stream tomorrow actually, because I've been enjoying this, you know? I love playing Pokemon for you guys. And maybe I'll actually get something in place where I can play another game after we get tired of Pokemon. It probably wouldn't be something like Star Rail, because I am still working on the video for the No Warp. Very slowly, because as usual I don't edit as fast as I should do. But I think we're gonna call it here, because I don't think we're gonna be going to Overwatch, at least not today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe we start with Overwatch and pivot into Pokemon. If we stream tomorrow. Who's saying that? Who knows? But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I know I'm doing it now, but anyway, just bear with me. So the VOD will be going up soon on YouTube if you'd like to watch, !YouTube in the chat. I also have a Discord server which I'm finally reviving from probably about 3 years ago now that I last actually used it until this week. So !Discord in the chat. I'll just do this for people now in case anyone wants to see. Is my Discord? Yeah, my Discord command does work. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if anyone wants to subscribe on YouTube or join my Discord, you're more than welcome to. We would love to have you. My community might be small, but we really want new people. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a nice rest of your evening, day, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye!